but welcome to my second video. So I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support on my first video. I just like curled my hair because I'm really happy for this next video. So this one is doing some predictions on Volume 3 now that we've seen some of what happened in Volume 2, and I'm hoping that this can revive some of our Violet doubt following Volume 2, especially episode 6 and 7. So I don't know why, but three of the things that I had done already placed in my previous recording because it all malfunctioned. So I'm just gonna have them there. I'm actually gonna move to the side so I can put the rankings up on the screen. So the first one is I would love this. I love this. And it's gonna happen. So this is like pure, it's gonna happen, it's bound to, it's canon. The second is I would love this, but it's probably not gonna happen. And I think that's what we've been seeing a lot lately, is like all of us saying like, oh, we want this, but it doesn't happen, which is frustrating. And I get it, and I've been going through it with that, so hopefully this can change our minds. This is okay, and I'd be fine with it happening. So that takes up a lot of things, but we will see. Next one is air. I don't really want it to happen. I think that's a category, like I don't want it to happen, but it might happen. And then green is just no. I don't want it to happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna confess my first. I'm gonna explain my first three. Okay, so I put a confession in the time of need to fuel powers in I would love this, and it's going to happen. Okay, so I think that during the fight in the finale, Will might have an exhaustion, or he passes out or something. Or you know how he like when he goes to the hive mind, sometimes he falls back. I think Mike will run to him in fear that he is dead or dying, and confess his love. We've already seen his facial expressions, his micro expressions, during the coming out scene, and so we know there's some form of feelings there. You're not hiding it. And so I feel like there will be a confession. I do hope that they can then do a more private, intimate confession later on, whether it be in the epilogue. Hopefully not, because that's way too far then. But just like somewhere in the 2 hours, where they talk about the painting gate. Also talk about that. Where they talk about painting gate. And just them by themselves. Like I do not need the whole cast. Just Mike and Will. Just two guys. So yeah. Next one. I think we're alone now being used for a Violet scene, and I put this is okay, and I'd be fine with this happening. The reasoning is because they have already used it, and I don't think that they would use it again. I could be wrong. But I just feel like the Duffer Brothers wouldn't put it twice in a season, because they have used songs twice throughout the whole show, but they've not done it in the same season. Like one stands out to me is Heroes, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Like all these that are full on Violet, like Heroes playing in, like going back to season 1, which is kind of like MeWe. If you don't know, it's like the child version of Violet in like season 1 and season 2. And just Mike crying with his mum because he thought that Will is dead. So that's why I put it's okay, and I'd be fine with it happening, but there are more better songs that I would love to be shown. Then I put from 11 breakup, and you guys might be thinking, oh, so you don't want it to happen? No, I do, but I think it's already happened. I think that they've had some sort of mutual understanding, and I don't know. I don't think the camera ever panned to what Elle saw Mike in the coming out scene, but that would have been a really good detail. I feel like if Elle had seen Mike's face towards Will during that would have been so good. Because then she would have kind of gone, wait, something, you know? But they have, I talked about this in my previous video as well, they have been having a lot of awkwardness, no kissing. It's very platonic. It's very best friendy, but not lovery. So that's why I put it as because I already think it has happened. But who knows? I might be proved wrong. Okay, now let's go to the ones where I have it hasn't moved. Okay, we are back. My phone decided to say storage. Storage. Okay, let's go. Okay, so as I was saying, the By Lorraine confession angst scene. So it's defo giving a flashback to season 3. We've also been seeing a lot of Rain like talk scenes. We obviously have Vecna, Henry Creel with the Rain while he was watching, I think it was Holly and her friend watching the movies, and then Max and Holly obviously read the memories. And I think lots of Rain symbolism going on, which could be symbolizing endings or new beginning, as when it rains there's always sometimes rainbows. So, but I don't think they'll do another one. I think it might be raining and they will just talk. So I'm just gonna say this is okay, and I would be fine with this happening, but I don't really think so. Okay, next one is a really hard one to place, but it's Will dies and Mike brings him back to life, or like to life. So I don't really think Will is gonna die. I think Will is one of the characters that is safe. I'm gonna actually like kill myself if this is like if I see this back after Vol.3 and this is like all fake and all not true. But I don't think Will's gonna die. He's already had it was the possession of Vecna, where he was like strangled and the bloody eyes. So I think he's kind of safe in terms of injuries. But if he does like have a pass out, or if he gets injured, I think Mike will rush to him. I think Mike will be really worried for him. But I don't think Will's gonna die and then Mike will bring him to life. So I think I'll go with because I think we obviously love Protective Mike. Protective Mike is like who he is. It's his character. My favorite like Protective Mike, I have many, but defo, I don't know, there's just many. I can't, but probably season 2 in the Halloween where he's like, he's fine, I'm taking you home. Like, I'm sorry, that was just peak cinema. Okay, next. A Violet kiss. Oh my gosh, please. If it's in the epilogue and they move it till so late in the, I'm calling it a movie now because it's like 2 hours. Sorry, my eyes were tearing up because I thought it was gonna say. But if they just move it to the epilogue, I feel like that's such a waste of the whole season in general. So I hope that they can do it early on in the movie, in the finale, because I don't know, maybe Will has this like really nervous feeling about this whole thing because he's getting closer to the hive mind, so he can feel more. He can feel what Vecna's feeling, what the Demogorgons are feeling, everything. Maybe he has this feeling of uncertainty that something will go wrong. Mike will be like, hey, it's gonna be okay. But I don't think they'll kiss then, but I do want them to kiss, and I would love them to kiss, and it's going to happen. I'm saying it out there, it's going to happen. A Violet kiss. I don't care when it happens, just give it to us. We've been waiting too long. Okay, I've got the Fuck Did You Do Gate, which hasn't been talked about. We don't know what happened during the 18 months. However, I think they're leaving room for not a spin-off, but maybe like a book, because I think they're doing an animated series of like, I think it's between season 2 and season 3, coming out in June of next year. So I think they like those time lapses where they can like use that to make a series or to make a book or a play, like the prequel. I don't think they'll talk about it. I would love them to talk about My God, Fuck Did You Do Gate, but I don't think they will, so I'm just gonna put it in orange because I would love it. I would like to hear about maybe a little bit of tension between them. Who knows? Jealous Mike. I mean, we've already been seeing Jealous Mike so much towards Will and Robin, so I think it's almost like a guarantee that Robin, after the whole coming out will go to Will, and then Mike is gonna be like, so I know you don't like girls, but you're spending a lot of time with Robin or something like that. But I don't think it'll be a spoken thing. I think it'll just be like Mike maybe insecure, because now he's not with 11, so he doesn't have like a girl to talk to really. So I think it would be okay, and I'd be fine with it happening. I don't think it will, but anyways, we've got the avalanche. This kind of already happened in the sense of Will was able to come out, but not in the sense that Robin meant the signals turn into an avalanche. And I hope Avalanche Gate occurs and all the signals between Mike and Will are finally understood by one another, and they can just go, this is the avalanche. I'm gonna put it in I would love this, but it will most likely not happen, because I don't think they'll mention it. They might just show it to us but not mention it. An angry confession or a kiss? I doubt it. I think Mike and Will are past like anger towards one another. They were only really angry, and not even that much, in the rain scene in season 3. They've not really, and in Rinkomania, I guess, but that's just because they care for each other so much that their feelings get so strong, like in a good way, like they're just so full of love. So I'm gonna go with air. Should I go with absolutely not? Because I don't think they're angry with one another, and I don't think they'd have an angry kiss, because I don't think that's them. It's more of like a playfulness and sweetness and kind. So I don't think they would do that. My favorite, as you guys know, Painting Gate. Come on, like they've not addressed it at all, and you're just gonna like leave it till never. Like that, the brothers would not do that. I hope that, like, come on, you should not. Finn, we know, said that it pays off. Painting Gate pays off. So I'm gonna say I would love this, and it's going to happen, because I mean it has to. The dots have to be connected, you know? Like, it's all out there. The pieces are all out there. They just need to be put together. And I think Mike is starting to do it. I think he really is, because of even the coming out scene. We saw when Will said, I don't like girls, Mike immediately went, then why would he paint something for a girl he likes, you know? But also, it's just a lot of things that he has to add up, of Will saying he commissioned it to Elle saying it's for a girl, like, no, it's for a guy, like, oh, it's all this, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Okay, Basement Gate. This is more related to Mike, what the fuck did you do Gate, because something has to happen in the basement. We heard it, Will say in the coming out scene, I love hanging out with like the old person as well, something he said like that, and that's where their like friendship stems and like where it blossoms and everything. So I think it's only right for them to like play D&D or something and just go back to happy memories. So I would love this, and it's going to happen. Soundtrack Gate. So we already like got a lot of the songs released for Vol.3, which I still don't know if it was the real ones or if it was like some fake, but one of the songs was like I don't like girls. What happened? He came out. So, and they've not been released for Vol.3, but I feel like they would do something similar where they'll give us a hint. So I'm gonna go, I would love this, and it's absolutely gonna happen. Watergate. What did I say? I mean, this is like Lovers Lake Gate, where I think that something's gonna happen at Lovers Lake, where one of them is going to confess at Lovers Lake Gate, they'll be at Lovers Lake Gate together, something, because we know that a water stunt coordinator was there, and I doubt that the water stunt coordinator was for the plumbing thing when the pipes burst, because it's just water going in the face. Like, there's not really much to coordinate other than pretend, like, act like it's like really painful and like you're stressed in a high tense situation. So I doubt it was for that. I think the water stunt coordinator was for Lover's Lake Gate, and I'm hoping something happened there. Maybe I would love this, but it probably won't happen. A sacrifice. I think right now our only roads lead to the L sacrifice, which Callie, oh my gosh, was like, we have to die, like, that's the only way. Like, no. But I don't think there'll be a Mike and Will sacrifice. So I'm gonna go, Mike's perspective. What did I say in my previous video? This has to happen. I would love this, and it's going to happen. If they don't give it to us, this is bad writing. This is bad writing. They need to give it to us. Flickergate. Oh my gosh. The symbolism of the garage all the way back to episode 1, season 1. If it goes full circle, and we know that the Duffer Brothers like going full circle, we know that they said that the whole thing starts with Will and ends with Will. I think Flickergate is going to happen, and I would love for it to happen. Okay, dancing alone at a dance. I don't think they have time for dances. Like, I feel like they're in a high stakes situation. They're about to, like, it's like the end. So, I mean, it'd be amazing. I would love a ballet dance. Please give it to me. But I think it's not gonna happen. Sadly, unfortunately. Mike comes out to someone. Okay. I think we've just seen Will come out to a lot of people. Mike is definitely not gonna do that. It's too short of a time for him to have accepted himself, which I definitely think he has. I think he accepted himself in the maxi. I think he accepted himself when he saw that Will saved him. I think that was his realization. I don't think from that happening to like episode 8, so like in the span of 4 episodes, which is kind of like translating to like really short time, like there's no way that in that span of time he feels ready to come out, but I think he will come out to Will. I think he's going to tell Will. Mike obviously knows that Will is gay, so I don't think he'll come out to more than like 2 people. I think he'll come out to maybe Elle, maybe to Party, and that's about it. I don't think he's coming out to many. I would love it to happen, but it's probably not. And lastly, a bad ending with no clarification ending being left up to the viewers. If this happens, that's it. I'll bawl my eyes out. I will lose it on the show. Season 6, the vanishing of the Duffer Brothers. Like, this better not happen. I'm gonna put absolutely not. Please let that be the case where it does not happen, because I cannot be left with it being on my hands as a viewer and having no clarity. Like, I feel like that would be the worst way to end the show, and I don't think they're doing that. I do not think the Duffer Brothers made a show about outcasts to just end it like that. I think Violet's happening. I still have my hope. I hope this helped you. I hope this made you feel positive. I hope this made you feel some spark of electricity about it and rekindled your hope. Yeah, I probably will make another video tomorrow. Let's stay strong, Violet Nation. Let's not give up. And I'm still so proud of Will for coming out. That was just peak cinema for him. And that acting, oh my gosh, honestly. I just need Mike's perspective at this point. I just need Mike to explain what he's feeling. I need his POV. I need all of that. So yeah. Tomorrow I will probably do a video analysing. I think I want to do one on just facial expressions, really, of different characters and body language and the signals, which are defo still there, and maybe some communication between Will and Robin that happened in the Shock Jock episode, which makes me still so confused as how in Shock Jock he was full on telling Robin, like, oh, how did you come out, like, how did you date Vicky? And then it goes to him now just having a crush on Mike. Like, you were going to date him. You were on the path to having found your sexuality to go and date and now you're just saying it's a crush. I think he's just scared that Mike doesn't like him back, so he's calling it a crush, but babe, it's a love. And it's strong. It's a strong love, and I think Mike will explain to him. They'll have a talk, and it'll just be, I love you, but do you like, who's the crush, and is it still a crush? Was it ever more than a crush and stuff? And yeah. Okay, I'm getting excited again. I really, really, really hope that the Duffer Brothers can prove us wrong from now being in a state of thinking Violet is not going to happen, and they can prove us wrong by showing it will. Please. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day, evening, whatever time it is, and I will see you guys tomorrow.